And hello to Parker or Viral Edge. Today, guys, bringing you another Call of Duty Zombies live stream. In today's stream, we are going ahead and playing Bus Depot on Black Ops 2 Zombies. So, kind of the craziest map on the game. We're going to go ahead and dive in and see what we can do. But I hope you guys are all doing wonderful. No real challenge with this other than we're just going to try and see what high round we can go to. What is up, Pizza and Rhino? How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing wonderful. Question I had, which I think I know the answer to, but I was curious, is when you're playing on local, can you still get the Mark II out of the box, like from the DLC? I think you can. Believe you can, but I wasn't 100% sure on that. But we're going to go ahead and dive in, take a look. I think you can get it, but I wasn't certain playing offline if you do, but yeah, as long as Buried is installed, got it. So we should be good then. But yeah, I know, kind of specific, but it's been a little while since we played classic zombies, just with Shattered Veil and whatnot, and even I've had some gaps, I feel like, but essentially, we've been going through and playing, World at War through BO3, do kind of one map at a time, switch game, that sort of thing, just for a nice rotation. And, well, in this game, really off the launch of the game, you actually get quite a lot between Transit and then the survival maps, as well as Nuketown and onwards. So, yeah, we are going to go ahead and get moving on these. But I hope you guys are all doing good. I think the Giant would be next then. Because we did Shadows, so yeah, the Giant would be next. But yeah, good to see you guys. I hope you're doing well. Rhino, glad you could join us today. Let me go ahead. I also need to share this on YouTube as well, so let me do that. No quick revive. I forget that on Bus Depot that there's not quick revive. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, one of the hardest maps ever, to be honest. But let me go ahead, share this out, and we can go from there. But how are you guys all doing? Let's do this here. All right, Bus Depot live. There we go. Should be a fun one. I actually always loved those no-clip videos. I feel like the old games are just so cool on those where, whether you see just small details or sometimes it's like unfinished areas or something, things like that are just so cool. Even in the new Zombies maps, I feel like you wouldn't get that level of, personality like you do in some of these older maps, even looking outside the maps and whatnot. All right. But yeah, I just saw the Mark II in there. I've had a great time on Shattered Veil, and I actually believe I still have my round 100 game rolling, just in like the save and quit or whatever. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do a bit more of that as well. Gonna do a bit more of that here coming soon, probably in the next day or two. But with that being said, I did want to go back and play some customs. It's been a little while since we did a BO1 or 2 or 3 maps, so I always like to swing back as well. Did a 111 exfil on Shattered Veil. Yeah, man, I think I'm somewhere right at that. Maybe 105 or 110 or something. But yeah, I kind of plan on running with that game until the strat doesn't really work anymore. I'll probably just run it up a bit just because I'm only like level 150. I think even a little less than. I'm only like that, so really I have a long ways to go, to be honest, when it comes to level 1000. But I do still have a fair amount of guns to do, and we do have another DLC map as well. After 100, so I decided to exfil. And maybe I will too, because as I said, I'm on like level 105 or 8 or something. I don't think I'm quite at 110 yet, but yeah, I probably will. At the end of those games, though, it sometimes is nice to just throw on an hour XP coin, a double XP coin, and just hit the mutant injections until you run out of salvage. That's fun too. But how was your weekend, Rhino? Hopefully it was wonderful, man. Hope you had a good one and a good start to Monday. But yeah, I wanted to jump in here. Yep, there's a Mark II. Wanted to jump in here today and just chill out and play. Nothing too crazy on this one here. But again, this map gets a little bit tough. Yes, happy late Easter. Happy late Easter. I hope it was great. All right. Here we go. But yeah, man, Easter was good. Hung out with some family on Saturday and Sunday. So that was good. But it was a long few days. But that's all right. Really on this, like, you just kind of have to keep grinding and hitting the box, because if we don't get a Mark II, you're just, like, screwed. Ray gun, will work temporarily as a temporary solution, but, yeah, takes a little bit here. All right. Michael Grutch Jr., how are you doing, man? Welcome. Hope you're having a good day so far, Michael. Glad you could join us out here. Do you have friends? A few of them, right? Let's see. I'm not sure what that is. All right. Yeah, like, it's already around 5, and we're already just getting pressed back here. This spot you can always chill in as well, which it works really nice, but it's just like once you're getting overran, it's just like, holy crap. Oh yeah, I guess I've not heard of that, man. Sounds cool. All right. All right, we'll keep hitting the box. I mean, literally, that is what you need to do. I still think in modern games, not as much in BO6, but Cold War, being they had a little bit more of lacking of maps, is I always thought we should see more survival maps like this. Like, just take an area of a current map, block it off, add a mystery box and like a Wonder Fizz, and just do that. I felt like that would have filled the content gap in Cold War a lot better. I'm still wondering on BO6, because at first I had heard there was, a 5th DLC coming or whatever, right? And then now it's supposedly the Janus Towers or whatever is the final map. But that being said, it's only April, and we just got Shattered Veil, so I'm sure, say maybe not May, but June we get probably DLC 4 Janus Towers, if we're going by like the seasons or whatever. But then after that, you have really then say from June or whatever all the way until October, essentially. Like, it seems odd that there's not going to be another map there or something, and maybe that's the time to do survival maps or something. I'm really not sure, but yeah. I feel like they'll do something. They've been very active on content, so I feel like they will, but instead we got Outbreak. What a treat. What a treat. Does Flash games count as modern games? I'm not sure. Here we go. Ayo, ayo. That was a little close. Alright. Again, if we don't get this Mark II quick, we are going to be toast, man. Alright. There we go. Ramal, we got to turn on the power or we're going down. What's up, Ramal? How are you? I am not, Michael. I'm a pretty casual gamer, to be honest. Like, COD Zombies, like all just the game mode as itself, is my favorite game of all time. Really, love Minecraft, of course. Classic Fortnite player, of course. Don't really play that as much anymore. For newer games, though, I don't fall into a ton of them. Play a bit of GTA, of course. Executioner. NCAA, of course. WWE games, I'll play those a bit sometimes. For story games, man, what have I played? The Walking Dead, of course. You know, played that back in the day. Lego games randomly. You know, it's such a variety over the years. What do I play on PC? Besides GTA, I don't really know. Of course, Minecraft, handful, but I mentioned that. And recently, I haven't been playing as much games. I still do, but really with like new zombies maps coming out, that kind of keeps me busy. And then the few other randoms that I mentioned. But yeah, honestly, pretty average of a gamer. They had a new update. You should stream it again. Are you talking about Minecraft, or what are you talking about? All right, we're cooking through here. Let's see. There we go. Chick'em supremacy. All right. Executioner. EMP on this map might be, well, I did say a ton of games, but yeah. No, was recently playing Minecraft with some friends and whatnot, with some of the new features and whatnot I really like. I love the new animals, like, just gave such a, not new animals, but the new animal skins essentially gave such a variety, I feel like. Big fan there, but yeah, I don't know. I'm never opposed to streaming Minecraft again. Until recently, like I had a Minecraft world that I don't really have much done on it, but I kind of called it like my forever world, where I would just, every time I wanted to start a new world, essentially, I'd just kind of make an area and just restart, and you know, with the overall intention of like connecting things. Yeah, I did have a bit of fun with that, but, you know, it kind of died out quickly, so, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Honestly, what always attracted me in Minecraft a lot was, like, Survival Island. That, for some reason, those and, like, Skyblock always really intrigued me. I played a Skyblock, not that long ago, probably a couple years ago, and, I tell you what, it makes it a whole lot more difficult nowadays with the phantoms, because before you get your bed, of course, you have those, so makes it a bit painful as you're going in trying to do stuff. There we go. All right, we'll keep shooting away, but we're kind of still needing a Mark II here. That's the goal. FAL. No, thank you. What's up, zombie? How are you, man? How are you, sir? But yeah, been grinding BO6, so figured we'd go back, give this a go. Hey, Michael, you have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one, brother. See you later. Yeah, we'll be back to BO6 too. I want to, you know, continue grinding on that high round attempt, as well as we do have camos to grind, but good, always good to hit up the classics for sure. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're, you know, it's going fine right now, but we are definitely, we definitely need a hand here for sure. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. I don't actually know the highest round. I feel like the highest round on this map's like 70, which that's pretty nuts on its own, but I think 2Pro for You Games, he actually posted a video not that long ago, but I think he maybe went to 50 back in the day. I'm not sure if he fully succeeded, but he did, I know. Or he did try it a lot, is what I mean. Yeah, not sure if he actually succeeded or not, but there we go. Chill, bro. Okay, let's keep moving. Holy. There we go. Yeah, this is literally the definition of a survival map. There is nothing here. Oh god. I actually don't know how we didn't die there. There is nothing here. Alright. We're keeping the training fine right now, which is good, but here we go. Yikes. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We got the points. The box never moves, so we just gotta keep going. God, this isn't good. This is not looking good. Oh shit, that actually closed it. I knew that happened, but I thought we'd be a little ways away. No. Alright. Maybe something. What do we got here? SMR bet. God. I thought I saw it. We're dead. Alright. Can I... Let's restart. Let's run that back. Let's run that back. Alright, back to it. That was a successful game. I also want to get back to doing the the no comms as well. Those are always fun, and they actually seemingly do decent, which is cool. Let's get a rip in the chat. I still have like Nightbot commands in here that were set up from Matthew, I think. Matthew Attach, or whatever his name was. And still have them on Snapchat, but I don't even know how to edit those. I'm sure I could figure it out, but it's crazy that they're still like actively in there. There we go. Okay. We'll do one more round in here just to get some kills rolling, and then we'll instantly hit that box again. Can't believe we didn't even get a normal ray gun on that. Was a little tough. Okay. Go. Go. All right, already in need of a weapon. But yeah, I don't expect any crazy long form stream for this, but I did just want to give this a go. Galil already is kind of a step up than what we've been getting, which is good. All right. All right, back to it. Back to it. All right. There's not... I was going to say, you don't get denizens for being out here. This is like such a death trap, actually. I like from not being able to see and just run by, and literally you'll get cornered in like nothing. You shouldn't be out there in the first place, but just saying. Stating the obvious. There we go. Okay. Let's walk. Let's continue. Good God. All right. At least we're getting it out of the way earlier than later, right? I also want to do I also want to do the randomizer wheel and do. I have it like updated with all the zombies maps or whatever up to Shattered Veil, but essentially do random streams where we just literally hit the randomizer. We might be playing COD Ghosts, we might be playing Exo Zombies. That I might do pretty quick, actually. That sounds quite cool. Because we're definitely going to land on a AW, World War II map. And it's been a hot minute, since I played a lot of those maps. So it'd be a fun one to still be able to, find some enjoyment, maybe enjoyment out of some of those old, say retired, say expired maps that, we're probably not going to touch anymore. Maybe not the greatest maps ever, but fun to still go hit some of them. Brian, what's up, man? Got any teammates to play with? Yeah, man, as long as you are a subscriber, you are always welcome to join in when we do sub games and whatnot, man. Good to have you here, Brian. I appreciate you coming out. All right. Appreciate you coming out. Here we go. RPG, let's go. Let's get it. All right. Okay. We'll keep whipping through, but man, we are again not off to a great start of Wonder Weapon luck here. But that's fine. We're only on round 5, but it just the rounds definitely get rolling quick. That's for sure. There we go. Keep clearing my throat. I apologize. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I keep feeling like I need to. Okay, let's see here. It's playing a map like this. It really cuts out what you can really discuss or talk about with something like this. I actually had just hit my memory right now, but I had a dream about COD Zombies, but it was, I'd assume it was a show or a movie, but there was a live action Richtofen played by Nolan North. I don't know if it was like a gaming cutscene or what, but I think it was like a movie or a show or something. Man, that'd still be cool. It still shows you that my brain when it's sleeping is thinking about COD Zombies. Is pretty funny. I haven't had those dreams in a while, but that reminded me of it now that we're literally playing right now. Okay. XPO, or sorry, no, Barrett. XPO. That's one on here? Or a different game or something? I'm not sure. Damn, out of... What are they called in World War II Zombies? Jolts. And then, is it still called... I think is it Cold War, your points are called Essence, is that right? Is that what they're called in Black Ops 6 as well? I'm not sure. I don't feel like it is, but Cold War, I'm pretty sure that's what they called it. Which made sense on the whole Dark Ether thing, but... Okay. Ballistic knife. I always carry my friends through the BO6 Easter eggs. Still have to do that. I need to know when the mid-season is before, so they can still get their calling card. I mean, I don't think they really care as much as I do, but man, when a new Easter egg's out, like, I'll give myself a couple of days of, learning the map and, maybe a high round or something. But, I don't know, usually once a map's out, it's kind of go time. Like, I don't want to risk not finishing it. And wow, that was dumb. I could have died right there. Very easy. It's not even like we go through our... That's a good one. Monkey bombs. Not even like we sit and go through our calling cards or anything, but still. RPD. But yeah, how are you doing, Brian? EMP, no thank you. But guys, if you are jumping in here, be sure to hit that like button. It does help out a lot. You know, we do a lot of shorts and whatnot, but I also, you know, always do stream casually. You know, I'd say every few days. We definitely land on farther gaps at times, for sure. But it's a pretty busy year. As I mentioned, I think throughout the summertime it'll be quite busy for myself to where there's probably not going to be a great amount of streams, but then once fall hits, you know, then I should be back, I think, to just grinding and stuff, especially with like Black Ops 7 will come out, and then as well GTA 6 will be coming out as well this fall, supposedly is still the thought. Bro, no. Seriously, that's... One more time. How's everyone else doing? I don't think there's many in here. It looks like 4 or 5 people in here, but damn, bro, that is just my luck right there. Just my luck. But Brian, how was your Easter, man? Happy late Easter. Good to see ya. But yeah, it sounds like in BO7 we are getting Transit Remastered finally, which I knew was coming eventually, but I had thought, I think at the time, it was like dead set on it was coming in maybe BO4 Zombies, and then Cold War, and then when it wasn't like announced for BO6, we saw the jet gun, but it wasn't announced. It was like, I don't know if this is gonna come. Like, I know it eventually would, but seems like it took a while, and it did. But supposedly BO7, now we're getting it, which is pretty nuts. If they can continue the kind of BO6 style and stuff, I think it would be pretty good. I always think there's more classic elements you could add in, just like, you know, the point system and whatnot, but I think they're at a very, very good spot. I think the maps have actually been very well on personality, but I always think there's a step up to that too. Maybe we're just nostalgia for the old maps, but I feel like there's so much little things and like secrets within the old Zombies maps, which is just awesome. They're doing good. I also think though, again, I think they're on a good spot, but like something about old Zombies makes everything feel like so destroyed and stuff. Even like a Moon just has the aesthetic like you're in a Zombies game kind of thing. Maybe a bad comparison, but yeah, I always think there's more they could do to just continue adding to the atmosphere and environment. That I think only benefits, you know, Zombies. Cool. Cap 40. There we go. Keep ripping with the Cap 40. All right. Come on, I just need the Mark II. If I can't get that, we're just fucked no matter what. Or the base ray gun, I don't know. I'd even take that for a while. It's always the scary part, though, when you go to swap it in, and then you run through all your cash and don't get the Mark II. That's tough. That part's tough. Do you have more fun playing Zombies or running multiplayer lobbies with the boys? I've had some great multiplayer memories with my friends. Specifically, ones that really stood out for us were Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, not as much World War II because that was when Fortnite came up, but really that span AW, BO3, Infinite Warfare. Those were some of the most fun memories I've ever had gaming. But, oh shit, okay, we'll rip the ray gun for a while. Those are some of the best memories I've had, gaming memories. But then you hit BO3 Zombies, Easter eggs like Shadows of Evil with the boys was amazing. Me and one friend in particular, we did all like the BO3 Easter eggs together. Those were some of the most fun memories. Even BO6 playing with the boys on there has been quite awesome. But definitely those BO3 days sit very high in regards to playing Zombies. And even in more, say, recent years, playing customs with the guys is a lot of fun as well. That's a great time as well. So, I do have my fair share of amazing multiplayer memories, but this being said, gotta keep it to Got to give it to BO3 Zombies, and those memories will be in my head forever and unmatched forever. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. One of my most fun, like, underrated... Hey, we're off to a good start here. One of my most underrated times of gaming was... I've talked about this a number of times, but it was when Infinite Warfare was out. Because we had Infinite Warfare multiplayer, and even the zombies wasn't as good as BO3, of course, but it was still a lot of fun. So we were grinding IW competitive multiplayer and, you know, even playing zombies with the boys. Then midway through that year, Black Ops 2 became backwards compatible on Xbox One at the time, which we're still playing to this day, right now. But having IW multiplayer and BO2 zombies as like the games that we were playing, man, that was some of the most fun that time too. Some of the most fun right there as well. All right. Okay. Man, it's like the first time I've ran back in here after leaving the spawn room on any of these games, not just this one. But yeah, how about you, Brian? Do you think your zombies memories are in higher regards or your multiplayer ones? I guess anyone in the chat answered that. That's a great question, man. It's a really good question. All right. Go. But yeah, man, it's tough because it's hard to live off the past of things, like of memories and nostalgia and stuff, but you should cherish those forever, man, because those are great. I even talk about, too, when it comes to streaming and whatnot nowadays, I actually end up streaming quite a bit less, not due to not wanting to play zombies or streaming or in general, but actually just because I still have a pretty large group of friends that are in like Discord each night. Like we're all real life friends. We won't see each other for a few weeks just because everyone gets busy with work and plans on the weekends and stuff. But like everyone still gets in Discord, like for the most part nightly. And a lot of times, if I get on and maybe I'm not fully feeling streaming, possibly, but really it's just if I see all the guys in Discord, I almost am like, hey, I should go game with them tonight because I don't see all the guys being in Discord forever. And so if I've sacrificed stream time, I will. Probably the multiplayer just because the clan battles and house heroes used to take everything, but nothing like getting mad at multiplayer and getting to chill on zombies. Damn right, man. Absolutely. And that's just it with zombies, man. You can chill or you can have those intense Easter eggs or high rounds or whatever. But yeah, man, I totally get that, Brian. That's awesome. Clan battles were fun. We used to do that on AW, IW, and BO3 like I mentioned. But I always remember, what were they called? I think it was just the game battles or whatever, but there was some website we used where you'd play people. And I always remember there being an issue where, you'd beat someone and then they'd be like, oh, you can't use this suppressor or this extended mag. It's just something dumb, I don't know. You can't use this tactical. And then the game's just called. And I remember that shit used to piss us off so bad. Game battles, that was fun stuff though. I was never the best multiplayer, but still, still got in on a bit of it. When I wanted to be, like when I actually was really invested in the multiplayer, I did pretty well on AW. BO3 not as much because I was always playing zombies, but AW was like my game that I really, really loved. And even IW as well. We kind of hit it hard on that too. Man, good times, good times. Back when literally there was nothing to care about but playing Call of Duty. No bills, just go to high school and halfway give a crap and play Call of Duty. Was a pretty real lifestyle at that point. You have your homies guard you while to take a bathroom break. Yeah, exactly. And then you seem to always come back and you went down once. They revived you, but you went down. That shit always pisses me off. All right. There we go. All right. I got to keep, you know, I don't even need to be hitting the box actually right now, but it's just a habit, really. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out here tonight again. You know, Bus Depot's nothing special, but it is always fun to kind of mix it up and do it. Always fun to mix it up. 1 second. Okay. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep rolling, shall we? Let's see here. Do you still play modern multiplayer today, Brian? Or are you kind of talking past games as well? Shit. What do you typically play or prefer? I guess in today's standard. Cool. Nothing too useful over here. We can rack up the points with what we have, and then when we literally, you know, get to nothing with the ray gun, at that point we will then, you know, then we can swap it in the box and see what we need to do. There we go. Alright. But yeah, man, quite the aesthetic on this map, man. You got, you know, we got about 20 feet you can run. It's pretty sick, you know. But yeah, I'm a fan of Sprout maps. I think anything to change it up, make it more replayable is sick. Oh shit, dude, we're dead. We're so dead. We're so dead. I actually thought we were fucked. I was like caught on that corner, and then lava. Yeah, I did not have high hopes there. All right. There we go. Shit, all right. Yikes. All right, we're heating up a little bit over here. Not bad. I should try save the ray gun ammo for right now. Well, if we don't need it, right? Because we can always swap this out in the box no matter what, but... There we go. Perfect. GG, we haven't died yet. Don't predict that. Don't predict the GG death. Alright. Let's see here. And again, we could... You know, let's actually try and get a LMG. We're going to try to sit back there a little bit. Try and jump the round counter a little bit. Because we also do have monkeys as well. Holy crap. That even felt a little close right there. That even felt a little bit close. There we go. Alright, I want to... Oh shit, I actually do want to spin the box right now. So let's ease the herd, and then I'll spin the box, because I do want to get a LMG. There we go. Alright, let's do that. RPG. Yeah, I play the new CODs, but I can't really stay entertained as much as I used to with the older ones. I think it has to do with everyone kind of getting older, not wanting to grind the game. Yeah, man, I think that's totally a part of it. I think, too, you know, if your friends aren't as interested, it probably makes it a bit harder for you to stay, you know, as interested in grinding, like you said there. But also, you know, we just don't get as you get older, right, you don't get as much time to grind and whatnot, unfortunately. All right. Executioner. You know what, here, still good, but not what we're looking for right now. It's always scary, though, when you're back in this spot over here, because, man, if you need to reload, you just might be screwed. No EMP. No, thank you. All right, we'll just run this one as per usual, and then we can kind of go from there, essentially. Then we'll go from there. Cool. And even with this ray gun too, not even the Mark II, get too close and you are fucked, right? Get too close and you are freaking donezo. What do we have over here? Check 'em. Still not really it, right? Alright. But yeah, man, I totally get that. Even when the new games come out, I'll play the multiplayer a little bit, but yeah, I mean, zombies and BO6 has kept me quite entertained. That I play quite a bit of that, but I get what you're saying. Oh no, bro. Holy, that was way too close. I'm gonna actually take off my switch right here. Oopsies. Getting too hot. All right. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. SMR. All right. Bro, just quit giving me the EMPs. I can't even grab them. Like I can't, you know, other guns I'll just swap out. That I can't really do that. Can't really do that. And I know I should stream later. I think I've always said this, my core audience is kind of around like that 8 o'clock range or maybe a little later. I think more as people are, you know, getting ready for bed and that sort of thing. Or even just chilling out for the night. But, you know, it also just lands with nowadays I kind of just stream when I can or when I'm feeling like it in the heat of the moment. And, you know, if we get people, great. If we don't, well, great. You know, if they can watch it later. I've actually always had pretty good success with people watching after the fact, which is super nice. Because I totally get that, right? I rarely watch, you know, a stream that is, you know, live. But let's actually grab this, and that should destroy most of them. There we go. Let's just grab that as well. And I'll keep swinging for the fences here, trying to get an LMG. Not seeming likely, but we'll try it out. Not seeming good odds here. Ballistic knife, no. No, thank you. Okay, shit. BO2 and MW3 versus MW2. Oh, I mean, I'm a bad person to ask that on, man, being that I mostly play COD Zombies, because I'd pick Black Ops and Treyarch over anything, you know, anytime, essentially, for zombies in particular. I didn't really even play those games that much. Like, I've played them over the years and stuff, but never have went too crazy deep on them, so. Or too crazy deep into them, really. Alright, this is already not working for us, so. This map really does give you a Nocturne Toten vibe, though, of no perks, no pack-a-punch, no nothing. Which, that's kind of a map with stipulations, right? I feel like a lot of the new maps nowadays, we just fall into, you know, I think BO6 has done really well with the wonder weapons and stuff, but just getting into specific setups that we just do every game. Where on like this game, it's literally flipped on its head. Or on Mob of the Dead, it's quite a specific setup. Not as many perks. Yeah, me too. Just the fact you have options to play zombies and multiplayer. Yeah, for sure, man. Because anything, you know, too much of anything, I think you get bored of. And when, you know, from a game development perspective, you put together, you know, a game that has multiple options, it makes it a whole lot easier for your player base to stay on your game and not jump off to another. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm gonna see what we can do here, and we'll give it a nice judgment, because I don't want to here we go. Because like right now already seems a little hectic, and truthfully I'm not even sure how good this LMG will do, you know, for right now. And if they get too close like that, and you know, they do explode, you know, that might fuck us up too. Okay. And, you know, if really need be, I'll swap out the ray gun, whatever. Or pull the ray gun out and do that. Like so. Good? Alright. Okay. Alright, keep rolling. Keep rolling. You see something here? I feel like I actually have so many, like, on my list of zombies maps, like, or zombies ideas. I have so much things. OG reload cancel is clutch. I hate how they try and get rid of it. Yeah, it is. It definitely is, man. In games like this where you're pretty restricted, it is nice to you know, be able to make that last minute call and cancel the reload to, you know, save yourself in a bad situation or something. Yikes. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Holy. We're so fucking dead. We're so dead. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. That's no bueno. That's not good. Not good. Not one bit. Alright, 1 second here. Well, that was eventful. Didn't get our Mark II. We did get the Mark I, which is good. I mean, I didn't put Hellhounds, but should actually have done that in the sake of future games, right? Fave Zombies map, Shadows of Evil BO3. But honestly, as the years go on, I do sometimes debate Der Eisendrache too. I gotta be honest. I do debate Der Eisen as well. Alright, for a last minute clip, for the next 10 minutes, or however long we survive, we'll do a buried first room challenge. But like not even first room, like dropping down, like up top challenge. It's what we'll do. Okay. So let's see here. Still the goofiest like Easter egg of all time is the one up here where if you're like a crazy low level in an online game, you can get the ray gun off the wall essentially. That's such like a goofy one. I don't think it'd be goofy at all if they kept it like permanently where, you know, say you spam the reload or spam buying ammo or something on the Olympia and you have a chance to get it, but to do that for only low levels, like once you're past that, you just never get it again. That's just goofy to me. That's just goofy. But yeah, we'll see what we can do here. Try and see what we can do for a mini high round here. There we go. Good stuff. All right. Okay. $19.11. What's your favorite zombies map, Brian? What is your go-to? I feel like there's difference between go-tos and favorite though, because honestly, Shadows of Evil is my favorite zombies map, but it's not typically my go-to. Like if I'm gonna play zombies and chill on a classic game, I probably would not typically pick Shadows as a chill map for sure, just because there's so much that goes into that setup essentially. So much shit that goes into that. Where it's a great setup, but goddamn, if you down, that is a bad day, to say the least. All right. Grab the Olympia as well. Dude, the boys are stuck over here. The boys were freaking stuck. All right. M14, an Olympia gang. Nice. My favorite is probably Buried, but my go-to is probably Origins. I gotcha. That's pretty solid. Buried is one of the coolest maps ever. I mean, from the personality and design of it to the different, you know, the Paralyzer and the Time Bomb and Leroy or Arthur and, you know, how you open the map and the mansion and the underground. Like, it's all very cool. That's a very solid pick, man. I agree. Very solid pick. Absolutely. I mean, I gotta be honest, definitely not my favorite. I really enjoy it. I do get bored of it, or I did, you know, back when I played it a bit more. But not a bad pick at all, my friend. Not a bad pick at all. Okay. There we go. That round, one more. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I think the Giant on BO3 is the next one. We'll get ripping. So we'll get to that fairly soon here. Might actually play on my second account for that, just to do some ranking up and stuff. Really, no point in me having a second account. I barely ever touch it, but sometimes it's nice on BO3 to just, you know, see those levels, the icons, you know, go as you rank up. Makes it feel more rewarding when you're playing, definitely. Definitely more rewarding. Faux show. Here we go. This is looking dicey already just a bit. I feel like Die Rise was underrated even though it wasn't much to do. Do you like Die Rise? I do like Die Rise. I actually think that's one of the more replayable maps in my eyes, actually. I really like the casual high round setup and grind. Something I don't get is I struggle on like newer games to just go on an old map and set up and just play it on the newer maps if I'm not doing something like an Easter egg or a specific high round or whatever. But on like Die Rise, I still will just go sit with a liquefier and literally not gain any XP because there's not levels in the game. Like I don't know why I can do that, but I struggle more like in my brain to do that with the newer maps. I'm not sure. Just because I think on the newer maps, I feel like I always need to be working towards something, like a high round or the Easter egg, like I said, or camos. You know, it never feels like just getting on to chill and kill zombies. Kind of, you could do that in the sense of ranking up XP and whatnot, but always chasing that next like achievement or award, I guess you could say. Okay. Yikes, bro. We are cooked. We are cooked. No, no, I wanted to be on. All right, that kind of bombed right there. I kind of bombed. We'll get back to buried soon, but kind of had to do that. But guys, we are gonna leave it there. I appreciate everyone coming out. Nothing crazy. Yeah, and zombie subs kind of get less chill the newer they get. Have to move more. I feel like. Yeah, that's definitely some of them. Definitely some of them. But we are going to leave it there, guys. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. You know, I know it was nothing crazy of a stream, but I did want to get on and play and kind of continue the series of, you know, not playing every map, but just, you know, swapping in and out through some classic zombies. So I will leave you guys there. Thank you all so much, Brian. I hope you have a wonderful night. I will see you guys later, and until next time, peace out. See you in